Well, good morning everybody. How are we doing today? I'm in the Millennium garden at the moment because I haven't done a gardening post for ages or video, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous this morning. Blue skies again here in all this. I just wanted to highlight that our Millennium garden is 25 years old this year. Look at that. It's a bit faded, March 2000. So it's hard to believe that it's 25 years old, this garden. And it's absolutely beautiful. So take a walk around. So there we go. Oh, this is a cleaner, greener place because of the encouragement we received from Mrs. May Wright of Beautiful Scotland in Bloom. The seat was gifted by Allness in Bloom team. So there's a lot of plants and trees in memory of loved ones that people have donated to make up this garden. This little bit of, I don't know, what do you call it, paradise in Allness, and we're extremely lucky to have it here. And with all the volunteers that maintain it, that's including myself, because as you know, I'm the resident poo checker, which this morning I picked up 3 bits of dog poo. That's a daily occurrence. Every day I come in here to check it, to make sure it's nice and clean for everybody to enjoy. Yet some people think that it's a dog toilet, it's a dog park, which it isn't. And you know my feelings on dog poo, and it's just laziness, absolute pure laziness. But if you're a dog walker that watches my channel and don't pick up the poo, please comment on this video to tell me why. Why do you think it's acceptable to not pick up poo in this beautiful garden every single day? Because I can't wrap my head around it, as I said in my last video. Can't understand dog walkers' mentality, because there's 1, 2, you can see the green bin, that's the poo bin at the top, and then there's another bin just behind this bush, don't know if you can see it. 3 bins. So there's 2 rubbish bins and 1 dog bin. There is no excuse. You don't have to carry it far. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. So I'm just to highlight the Millennium garden. Within these gardens, many of the plants, shrubs, trees and seats were donated by local folk and planted by the volunteer group in memory of their loved ones. So this is some of the people that have donated some plants and shrubs and trees, and this is the process of actually turning it into the Millennium garden. So this small park and garden provides an oasis of calm to all. Stroll, sit and enjoy the lovely surroundings in its building and layout. Volunteers have worked with limited resources, and the complete area requires a great deal of maintenance. Many hours of hard work went into this transformation for an overgrown wasteland to a place where visitors can to reflect and relax. These surroundings stand as a credit to the foresight, effort and vision displayed all involved. This transformation was supported by the Highland Regional Council, Ross and Cromwell Enterprise. The timber for the gates and sign was grown at Bracken Hill by Duncan Monroe, who also milled the wood and completed all fitting on site. So you can see, you know, it's from scratch. It wasn't even in here, it was just like waste ground. Some of these people that done it, you know, there's nothing there. Have since passed away, unfortunately. Yeah, so you'll see we have a new fence down the bottom here, and this is for the blades of the new wind farm that's at our Drossommer, to get round. So part of the wall has been taken down, but look at all these beautiful shrubs and plants. Look, they came out beautiful. So so this fence was erected so people wouldn't sort of like, I don't know, nip in and out of the garden with the gates. I don't know. This gate's always locked unless they come in for grass cutting. I'm also checking when I'm in here, checking for rubbish as well. But man, these are beautiful, beautiful gardens, and we're extremely grateful and lucky to have this garden here. Many of you know that this garden was a safe haven for myself and my girl through COVID, and I didn't really appreciate the gardens until then. A beautiful holly bush, look at that size of that bush. So we didn't really, well, I didn't really appreciate what we had until then, because it's all fenced, but it's all walled, and there's 2 gates, so I knew that she would be safe and let her do her thing, because she loves trees, and this was really a great place for her to come and get her exercise and fresh air, to a place where she loves, you know, because she loves trees, she loves nature, she loves to have sticks in her hand, because of her autism. But yes, but this takes a great deal of maintenance by volunteers who weed and plant and water and, you know, make sure everything is tidy. Somebody has actually fixed our gate down the bottom. One of the posts was loose, so we're grateful for whoever done that. And it's just, I come here, well, especially recent times, I've come here to sort of think about people that I've lost, like mum and dad and friends. Especially one friend in particular who actually died on my birthday. I think it's maybe 5 years ago now. And yeah, she was special to me as well, that friend. But so there's our bin. So we've got 3 bins. So this is behind it. I love coming in here, just to, especially like if I get a chance to come in at night, like in the evening, a summer evening, when all the lorries have stopped coming down the road. Oh dear, coming down the road. It's nice and quiet, and you're hearing all the birdies singing away. But you know, some people come and wreck it, and you know, we've had broken seats, we've had broken bottles, we've had people actually smoking drugs up here. I know it's a public garden, but you know, have a little respect for your surroundings, please. Loads of rubbish left over, and bottles, and you know. But yeah, I love sitting here and just soaking up, you know, the atmosphere of the actual garden. Absolutely love it. And I'm hoping to do more in here, like help with the weeding and things, and there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I'm not going to get to do them all at once because that'll be too much. So let's go for a wee wander. Don't know where we're going, by the way. We'll take you along Obstacle Road and see where we end up. This is just an unplanned video. I didn't plan it. Well, half planned it. I knew I was coming to the Millennium Garden today. And I was already here with my doggie this morning. She loves sniffing about the plant while on the lead, may I add. I don't let her loose about the garden because, you know, I don't want getting into wrecking any plants or standing on plants after the ladies have worked hard to plant them and weed them and maintain them. I don't want them wrecked, but other dog walkers have other ideas and just let the dogs loose. They're sitting on the seat on their phones and they haven't got a clue what the dog's doing or where they're pooping. You know, so just less time on your phone and watch your dog. Enjoy your surroundings, not the phone. Because we live in such a beautiful place. You know, why ruin it with... I'm going to pause you for a second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So yeah, just enjoy your surroundings. You know, people going for a walk with headphones in. You know, enjoy the atmosphere of your surroundings. You know, with birds chirping away and, you know, wind rustling through trees. It's just, maybe it's just me that enjoys that. You know, but I feel that people miss out quite a lot by sticking earphones in their ears. But hey ho, that's just me. So we're walking along Obstacle Road at the moment. And I'll take you down into the new memorial because there's a few additions. We're going to cross over. There's the old Coakley car park, that's what we used to call it. It's still used, obviously. Beautiful day again. So I'm doing this before I go to the food bank. I'm in the food bank today, which is just that white building there at 11 o'clock. I do it sort of every few weeks or whenever I've motored on. We'll have a rota that we stick to. So my turn is today. Right, so we're going to turn left into the new memorial area. So as you can see, there's new white stones being put down, 2 new planters and a seat for people to enjoy just contemplating. But the seat hasn't been bolted to the ground yet, unfortunately, and so obviously the planters are empty at the moment. So for those of you who haven't seen it, this is our new memorial that was done, because we can no longer read any names on our memorial there. So one was erected, I think it was a couple of years ago now, maybe 3 years ago. You might actually tell me. 2022, there we go. 3 years ago. So yeah. So I'll take you down to the Millennium Garden, the Heritage Centre Garden, sorry. This is the Parent Centre, which is now, I think it's called Alness Hub, but I'll double check for you in a minute. Lots of bikes doing the NC 500, looks like. I'll pause you in a minute until we get down across the road. Okay, so that's me across the road now. So this is now Alness Community Hub, and it's run by Fox and Friends Highland. So so this is like a hub, sort of like for learning disabilities, or you know, that could come and sort of like enjoy just some activities. They do younger kids activities as well. They actually have a food share. Let me get a better sign. So community food share. This is on a Tuesday from 11 till 2 and Thursday from 11 till 4. The food share is closed every other day. Please do not go in out with these times, as we have private groups running. So yes, you can still hire the Pen Centre. But it's mainly run by Fox and Friends. That's the Capstan Centre over there. That used to be the old co-op where I got my first job after leaving school. So yeah, so we'll go down into the Heritage Centre Garden. I'll show you bits and pieces around there. And I'll show you. So we'll turn around here, and I'll go up a bit, and then turn round again. So turn round. So this is the only place you can see right down the high street. And I put some photos of the high street recent times on my Facebook page. On my Facebook page, and so yeah, it's a beautiful site, and we have the Heritage Centre in front of us. So we'll go down into the Heritage Centre garden. There we go. Looks wonderful in the sun, our wee high street. It is a very busy high street. There's a few new things coming. We've got a new chip shop coming, which is called Scran. And we have a new cafe down the bottom where Sunny's was down the bottom. We have 2 new posters up. in the Heritage Centre, saying that we have raised a total of 51,835 as from 19th of April, and we are now doing a crowdfunder fundraising thing. So if you want to donate, you can come and scan the QR code, and that'll bring you to the site where you can donate. Anything would be helpful in our effort to try and save this building. We have a new committee. We had an AGM. The Alness Community Association had an AGM, so we have a new committee. So hopefully that'll bring us forward a wee bit. See, look, rubbish lying about, and there's bins. There's actually 3 bins through here around this garden, and this is like a memorial garden. There's a lot of seats that are in memory of local people, and this is our memorial garden, like for Poppy Scotland, and a wee thing for loving memories of lost during COVID-19 pandemic. That was donated by Mary Ackert and Son, the undertakers that we have here in Alness. It's now Mary Russell's. Again, these grounds are just maintained by local people. There's a seat for Poppy Scotland. We have one for Scott Mitchell, who was tragically murdered. So yeah, he's another young life. We've had a few weddings in here. Oh, I forgot to tell you, in the Millennium Garden we had a wedding. It's a nice pergola or pengola, what it's called, can't remember what it's called. There's a wee thing in loving memory of Aidan James Owens. Our bright shining star, love you to the moon and back, in all our hearts forever and always. So that's lovely. That's a lovely thing to come and sit and just think of loved ones, and you know, lots of old trees round about here, and there's one tree in particular which is protected. So if by any reason that the building gets sold, if we don't, you know, raise enough money and we have to go that route, you know, this tree, this big massive fir tree, is a protected tree, so they can't touch it, whoever, if we go down that road, but hopefully not, you know. And my girl, you know, she loves this tree. She's always loved this tree, and she loves playing hide and seek in it, or you know, it's just, I feel that I've stood in something because I'm sticky. I don't know what it is. I feel sticky. So we'll, oh gosh, we'll go over here. It's a good place for picnics, just chilling throughout your lunch hour, which many people do. Again, there's a big problem with big dog poo, especially around about the path area, especially under that tree. There's no excuse, because there's bins. There's 1, 2 bins, and there's bins around the back. There's actually 3 bins that's visible in the garden. Again, we have other trees that are planted in memory of people. Calm's tree. So yeah, it's a beautiful setting, and I would hate for all of us to lose this, because a lot of discoveries have been made in this garden. These sheds contain like artifacts from yesteryear and things like that, and they used to be open when we had the shop open. We used to open them up to the public so they can have a look, see and wander around. But there's plenty of benches, plenty of seats to sit on and just take in the sun. You know, I've come here several times with my girl with ice cream and lunch, and you know, just, so this is the farm museum a wee bit. You know, I remember some of these on when we had the house in Catlick. I remember some of these. You know, but old ploughs. You know, I remember that. You know, old hay cutter. I think it's called a scythe or whatever. An old bike. Something's going on with my shoes. I don't know. Got something stuck to them, and it seems really sticky. What's this one? Memory of Sean Henderson, S1, Honest Academy pupil, who died in a tragic road accident on the 3rd, 2008. So yeah, even behind here, there's lots of memory seats. These two seat benches came from the bit in Mitchell's Lane. I think they're hoping to salvage them, but they are a wee bit in disrepair. But so as you can see, there's loads of seats. You could sit down, sit in the sun. This is a wee sun trap, this area. So this is another one of Hector MacDonald, 1932 to 2013. So he was, I'm going to sit down on his bench for a minute. He done a lot for the Heritage Centre, and in the beginning, you know, he was one of the volunteers, and you know, with Joan Ross, he helped Joan and the team get it off the ground, you know, from day one. And you know, yeah, we're still trying to keep it alive. You know, I'm trying to keep it, determined to try my best to try and save this building in memory of Mum, because Mum was one of the first members of the I think it was the I can't remember the name of the actual organisation now, before it came to the Hollands Community Association. But she helped sort of like try to fight the plans for Safeway to build here, and you know, they tried very, very hard to try and repel them. Spent a lot of long hours. So she was one of the first sort of like volunteers, first lot of volunteers that helped get this place up and running. You know, until, I mean, she was still on the board until beginning of the year. Well, until March. February was her last meeting with us. You know, so it's sad. You know, sad to think that she won't hopefully see it till restored again. To whatever route we go in. You know, we don't know what our plans are yet. So we have another board meeting on next Thursday night with our new board members. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to pause you for a second, guys. Okay guys, so we're going to go again. And we'll see where we end up. New barrels, I don't know where they came from or where they're going. They're probably the high street lately. So we're going to go around this corner. Right, we're actually going to go around here. There's somebody sitting on one of the benches, so I'm going to go around this way so I can avoid it. This is our... I'll try and get around the other side. This is our plum tree. And when we were open, we used to take all the plums off the tree and sell them. To make some pennies. So let's go and have a quick nosy. This particular bit is maintained by a lady called Crystal McIntosh, and she's been doing weeding and all the flowers on the high street for a long time, and without her I don't know where we would be. So yes, this is our front door. Our display bike is badly needing painted. Had flowers on the back and the front, but they had took them off to paint the frame. There's another one down the bottom there as well. So okay, let's go down this high street and see what we can see. If anybody is interested, the pansies will be coming out of the tabs shortly, and we need to get rid of them. So if anybody is wanting them, they're good to go. You know, you can replant them and keep watering them, and they'll be fine. I'm actually going to go and this is our chemist, one of the chemists. Better watch my time, guys. So I think what I'll do is I'll cross the road into the sunny bit, sunny side of the street, because when you're in the shade it gets quite cold, you know. So yeah, so you'll quite often see Crystal weeding in between the paths and things, and you know, one of our many seats that always gets broken. You know, there's a slat missing off that seat, and I don't know, really don't know. As many of you know, I'm part of the Allness Baptist Church, and every summer we come out, or during the summer months, so I think April to July, I think, or April to August, we come and help do the community flower beds, and I quite like repainting the barrels. That's usually my job to do. But look at these, it's beautiful pansies. So these will be coming out shortly, and to let the new plants be put in. So I'm not very sure when that will be, probably this week at some point. So if you're wanting any pansies, feel free to come and take some. You've probably noticed some salt all about the high street. This is to keep our weeds down, and it works. This is how they maintain the crystal, and there's another lady called Grace, she does it as well. So it helps keep or minimise the weeds in the high street. So across the road, beside Bolton Cottage, is our new chip shop opening soon called Scran, and we badly need a competition to our current one, because it's a lot of bad reports about it. It's been too expensive, rude to customers, and it's just generally not great reports. We have a new taste buds that have been taken over. It's a Turkish people have got it, so it's very, very nice. So if you're into all this, come and try their lovely stuff. 10:15, so I've got enough. Got about 20 minutes yet before I need to go. So there's no other real changes. I love these roses. These are old-fashioned roses, and they smell absolutely gorgeous. They smell beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful scent of these roses. Gorgeous. We recently, I'll go up here. This is called the Bank Green. It used to be covered in grass, but we still call it Bank Green. I'll come in the shade. We recently had a tombola stall. 2 seconds, guys. We recently had a tombola stall here, and selling garden implements and some planters as well. So we made over £1,000 for that, for the need of the Heritage Centre. So that's good. So we'll walk again, and there's reports that we're going to be losing our telephone boxes. They're going to be taking them away, and it's not just here, it's in other places as well. So we'll go down here. Our Harry Gows, beautiful bakers, and we'll go down into the Mitchell's Lane area. I don't think there's anything else new. Yeah, down the bottom where past that car's coming out of, down the bottom where old Sunny's used to be, there's a east meets west cafe coming at some point, but they've got a lot of work to do in the actual shop area. So we're going to cross the road just now. There we go. Cross the road. This, if you didn't already know, if you old on this, you remember that there was a petrol station here with petrol pumps. I vaguely remember it as a bairn. And Mitchell's Lane was not here. There was a building there where this Campbell eye care is. There used to be a building that sit sort of like quite far back, and it used to be an electrical shop, and I used to buy some video games there of the Commodore games, and they used to sell not CDs but tapes and things. So this is where that two seats came out of. You can tell there was a bench here, a picnic bench, just a bit in this area here, but it was in disrepair and it was wrecked, so they took it away. And they were planning on putting a bench here in memory of Mum, but I don't know if that's fallen through or not. So again, these are all maintained by volunteers. the whole lot. This is our funeral directors, Mary Ackert and Son. Another couple of seats here. This is the propeller of one of the Catalina seaplanes. And this was dedicated in 1995. So yeah, we've got a big RAF history, naval history here. You know, beautiful poppies. Look at the size of them. Absolutely gorgeous poppies. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, I've quite often sat here, especially in this one. I've sat here, beasties. I've sat here for a wee while, just contemplating life and things, and it's a nice quiet area without all the traffic. You know, but there's lots of places to sort of like wee hideaways sort of thing. There's one in particular. This building used to be our toilets, our public toilets, and they were really maintained really well by volunteers. We had somebody who used to take sort of the money and look after it and clean it and things like that. But it kept on getting vandalised, so we have no public toilets at all in all this. I'm going to cross the road here. We have no public toilets whatsoever, so it's hard because I use Mum's house as a toilet. Sort of like going into the toilet was quite handy. But now I've lost that, and there's a nice coffin if you're into that thing. So it's hard now because the only place you can go is either the Avon Centre or the doctor's surgery if you're on the high street. So yeah, so this is Mitchell's Lane. This is the construction of it. So in 1996 it was started. Don't know if you guys can read any of that, but you know, a lot of transformations have gone on throughout all this. You know, so this building here used to be this building. So yeah, so this, it's a lot of stuff has been transformed for the better and all this, and this is all our rewards. So Scotland in Bloom 1997, we've got 98, we've got 99, well, Britain in Bloom in 98, World in Bloom in 99, Permanent Landscaping in 2002, Nations in Bloom finalist 2000, Scotland in Bloom again 1999, again in 2000, Premier Award in 2000, Horticultural Excellence in 2004, Gold Medal, Royal Horticultural Society, Gold Medal 2004, Back Scotland Special Award. So yeah, we have a lot of awards for Scotland in Bloom, Britain in Bloom, World in Bloom. You know, Cleanliness Award in 2002. I don't think that applies now, because we had loads of volunteers back then, but we don't now. You know, Britain in Bloom 2006. I think 2006 was our last one, I think. Looks like, yeah. So yeah, we've had a lot of brilliant awards for our excellence. So we're going to get in. I'm going to go and show you this wee bit down here. This wee bit of quiet place or quiet area. Oh, we've got a new podiatry service. It's just down here. I'm trying not to get that lady in shot. Yeah, podiatrist. It's just down here. Place drop-in is still across the road. Yeah, there, that wee building there, one on the left, that's where the new cafe's going, apparently. And we've got a new podiatrist service. Podiatry, so it's nail cutting, corn, fungal nails, foot treatments, verrucas, diabetic foot checks, cracked heels and dry skin. So yeah, if you're interested, book online. There's the phone number. So it's been open for quite a few months. So let's go down here. This is the furthest I've actually been, like during the day, down the high street, because usually I would come down and then I'll go up. There's a lane that goes up to Mum's house from the high street, and you know, I'm used to going up there every single day to go and see her, to go and check on her, you know, see if she needs anything, even to have lunch with her. So I'm going to stop here just now, and then I'll cross the road and I'll restart it. Okay guys, that's me across the road now. So this is the Avon Centre. This is the service point, which used to be the library. But the library is now based inside the actual Avon Centre itself, in the reception area. So yeah, there's more poppies, more shrubs, and I just absolutely love this tree or bush or whatever it's called. Man alive, look at that purple. Oh man, isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I need to get the name of that because I would love that in my front garden. But beautiful, beautiful purple flowers. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, so this has all been redone as well, like walled and you know, planted by all the volunteers. This is a bridge. I'm going to stop here for a minute because there's somebody on the bridge. Let them go away just now. Oh, there's somebody else coming. I'll pause you for a minute, guys. Okay guys, so this bridge was actually out of order for a wee while, because some of the supports that hold it up were all rusty and weren't even connected to the ground, you know. So it was all redone and made safe again. So that's nice. So the river is really low because of all this beautiful, gorgeous hot weather. Fine weather we've been having. So yeah, so this is coming up to the area that I was talking about on the right hand side here, just past the bridge. And there's just a wee inlet, a wee bit. I think that's a clematis, I think that's called. So it's even growing down through the fence down onto the river. So we have a seat here as well. Again, it's been vandalised a wee bit. We waded here a few weeks ago. Is it a butterfly? No, it's not. It's a bit of paper. So this is probably a nice area to come as well, and just to sit, and this is out the way. And there's that wee bush again, look. Yeah, I would love that. It's probably a nice place to sit and just chill. Just remember, people, it's actually sticky with pollen a wee bit. So this is just a nice wee tiny wee area. Half past, so I'll go back up and we'll go behind. We'll go behind the Avon Centre, because I need to head back up to the high street, because that's me nearly finished my video. I need to get to the food bank, so I'll go back on the bridge again. It's a nice wee view of the railway bridge. It's a busy road this, but I can't understand why we've got lorries coming down through the high street. You're at the high street when there's a bypass. I thought that was the whole point of having the bypass, so the big lorries wouldn't come down the high street. Wouldn't come, you know, but you see big lorries and tractors with a trailer just thundering down the high street. Even round where I live, you know, tractors and trailers, and, you know, taking a shortcut to the fields. That's how all the road is all full of potholes with all that big heavy traffic going around. So this, we'll go up this way. It's a golf course circular walk, so if you carry on up Ardross Road, you'll come to the golf course, and then there's a big walk. I'm going to pause it just for a second, guys. Okay. So I think they have a creche, I think, in here as well. If you want to go to a class, you can put your bairn in. I think they still do it. So we'll go up the steps here. Oh, these are quite steep steps, but luckily there's not very many to go up. There we go. So this is now the new tarred car park of the Avon Centre, which is nice. Lovely and tarred. We'll go up Avon Road. This is the first time I've actually gone past Mum's house since she passed away. Well, since the funeral anyway. I was trying to avoid the area for a long time, because my sister can't even park outside the house. We used to park outside the house and go to the high street and things like that, but they can't even do that now. It doesn't feel right for her to do it. Right, I'll just cross the road. I can show you Mum's house now, because obviously it's, you know, I didn't like to show it while she was still living there, but if you didn't already know. Welcome to my new subscribers, if you newly joined me. If you like this video, please like it. Please comment on my videos. I don't get very many comments, and I would love it. Same with likes. I don't really get to see very many likes on my videos, so if you do like the video, please like it, because it helps my my visibility on YouTube. and you know, I don't make money off these videos, so it doesn't help me make money. I'm not asking for that. So I'll actually go across the road because it's better looking at. So this is my wee mummy's house. Sad seeing there's no curtains or anything up, and I was hoping to get this rose to take home, but I didn't. And this is a beautiful, really nice smelling rose. And I really do hope whoever gets this house really looks after the garden, because they spent hours and hours in this garden. They really did. And there's a tree, there's my girl's tree. We all called it her tree. And it's just so sad, you know. It makes me sad just looking at it, you know, just not maintained, because it was pristine. It was, you know, Dad made sure he was cutting the grass every fortnight, and he always cut the grass. His first cut of the year was always before his birthday in March, every single year. His birthday was on the 22nd of March, and he always done the first cut before that date. Always, every single year. So to see the garden and just being left to go wild, you know, so I do hope whoever's been allocated that house really looks after the garden. You know, it would make me happy, but you know, not everybody's a gardener. You know, I'm actually going to cross this road onto the other side. There we go. And I'll go up the top. So that's the first time I've seen the house, as I said, since the funeral. You know, it's sad to think that I'll never be set foot in that house again. You know, when I always went, we always walked in and we always said hello. You know, always expecting the hello back. You know, and it just makes me sad, because they were there for over 20 years, about 23 years I think they were there. You know, so it's a long time, and they loved that house. They, you know, that, I mean, it's a perfect house for the garden for them. You know, as I say, they spent hours and hours in the garden, and Dad grew his own tatties and carrots and lettuce and strawberries, and even had a grapevine in his greenhouse, rhubarb. They had an apple tree, they had a pear tree. Alright, I take it that's to keep the seagulls away from his car. That wee thing. Good idea. I don't know if it works. It'll be interesting to see if it worked. So that's looking down onto Avon Road. So thank you for joining me on this beautiful, beautiful day again. So this has been a couple of weeks we've had weather like this. We're not used to it here in North Scotland. Especially at this time of year. But we'll take everything that we get and we won't complain about it. So I wonder what today will bring. I hope you all have a good day. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe it. hit that notification bell, and that'll let you know when I upload more videos. I'm hoping to maybe do it every fortnight. It depends. Again, depends on the weather, depends on time, depends on, you know, holiday time. And we booked our holidays, our summer holidays. So we're going to the Lake District. So that'll be nice. So yeah. Right, so I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys, until I get round the corner. Okay, so there's me, my sunglasses on, my hat on. So I'm just heading down into the food bank now, and I hope everybody has a good day, and we'll see you again. So until the next time, ta-ta!